have Kanao over Rengoku and Inosuke, obviously, because he did wrong.
Okay, what about you, Jen?
Yeah, I have a no skill over both of them, bro. Like y'all gotta stop with
Okay,
this.
yeah. I'll just take the stance that you can't prove that they scale over Rengoku.
What?
I don't know, because there's actually no scale to get Rengoku over them. But there's just
2v1 at the
good.
start in terms of 1v1s.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't mind.
Oh shit, Jinbei turn up.
Okay, y'all could go ahead and send y'all scans.
Okay. All right, so I hope you disagree that like Doma is just above Akaza. Like,
Sure. Non-poison Doma. That's fine. Non-poison serious Doma.
okay. Poison Doma is still upper 2. Like, I don't think that matters, but whatever.
Just because he's still upper 2 doesn't mean he's stronger than Akaza.
That's crazy. Muzan mixed the ranks. Muzan didn't strip him.
Yeah, he became that rank when he was not poisoned. So him becoming poisoned doesn't just automatically take his rank away.
No, it does. You understand? They can sense each other's strength, though, right?
That doesn't mean that it automatically changes the ranks unless you can provide proof of that.
Prove that.
Prove
that. Because Muzan
prove a negative. Like, I'm just asserting that you can't. Oh my goodness! All I'm asserting is that there's no proof that what's it called? That the ranks instantly change just because I'm strong. I'm weaker.
It's based off how strong you are, and if since they can sense.
Yeah, it's based on the ranks are based on how strong you are. How the ranks change is blood battles. It's not by how you.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Go ahead.
That's not true. Okay. I'll give you an example. So what's his name? Who became upper 6? It was fucking I forgot his name, but he became upper 6, right? There was no upper 6 to battle. What blood battle are you talking about? Muzan, right? Just deemed him as a strong enough demon that he became upper 6, right? So they can sense each other's strength, and Muzan is like, even if you want to say Doma's poison, he's like, I don't think he's gotten any weaker to the fact that I have to drop him a rank. That means a poison Doma would still be above Akaza.
Yeah, that just doesn't follow because in Kaigaku's instance, it was wait, I'm not done. In Kaigaku's instance, he was like a filler placement, but in this instance, Akaza would have to have a blood battle with Doma to take his rank. It's like directly stated how it works to happen, how it happens.
I don't
how
see
you
why
take someone else's rank.
My point is that like if Muzan just sees that this person just gets so dramatically weaker, he would just have demoted him. Just like how he saw that Hikaku
would demote them. Yeah, prove that. There's no proof of that.
He gave someone upper 6 based on how strong they were. Okay, so
yeah, that's not demoting. Even if I grant that, that's not him demoting someone. That's him giving someone a position that wasn't filled.
Listen to me.
Doesn't fulfill your burden at all.
I am using the fact that Muzan has already shown the thing on screen of putting someone at a rank based on how strong they are, and there was no fighting taking place. So if we know that character has gotten weaker, Muzan can sense this, but doesn't really need to change the placement of rank. That means Muzan doesn't agree that this weakened person would still lose to this weaker person.
I already told you why that's not the case. Would you like to move on?
Like that's just really makes no sense.
Why? You want to move on? You want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on. Unless Tom wants to add something.
No, it's fine. I agree with what Jen's saying. My skilling's pretty on that too.
Okay, sure. So,
all right. Do you agree that like Rengoku just doesn't scale to Akaza like that, bro?
Yeah. So why do you think? Okay, well, I think he does because he reacts to him.
The first thing that happens, right? Akaza just literally can sense Rengoku's strength. Okay, you agree?
Sure.
And the first thing he said.
Wait. Actually, no, not a sense of strength. Sense of battle spirit. How strong his battle spirit is.
Which is different.
No, not necessarily. I can have a weak battle spirit, but a lot of strength. We see this with Tanjiro. He has no battle spirit at all, but he's really strong. He's able to blitz Akaza.
What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness! I'm saying he can Akaza. He only can sense how strong your fighting spirit is, not how strong you actually.
Yeah, but I'm saying, where's the instance of like weak battle spirit, strong person? Like, what are you talking about?
Tanjiro has no battle spirit yet. He's still able to blitz in one shot like Akaza.
Are you talking about Seatha World?
A selfless state.
Yeah, selfless state. Like,
yeah, he has no fighting spirit at all. Yet he's still able to do it.
Yeah, so you do. No, that's not true. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what happens. If you look at how Tanjiro started to gain it, What it implies is that the previous stats get turned into the later stats.
Previous stats get turned.
Because Tanjiro.
He's saying that's what the selfless state is. Prove that. It's not
What?
shown at
So
all.
you
All the
think- you
selfless
think-
state is stated. I'm not done. All the selfless state is stated to be, and it's like shown then directly stated within manga panels to be attacking your opponent with no emotions.
Wait, yeah, okay. My point is, he brings up Akaza's magnet being like a weaker variant of that. Like he says magnet compass, and then he continues to go on that, and like that's how he continues to say like later on you reach the selfless state. So those are the same variants.
That's
My
false.
What? Okay, I'll get the scan.
Go ahead and get the scan. Akaza just says, "I want to have a selfless state."
Yeah,
Akaza
my
says,
point is Akaza is not strong enough to actually like think about like Bleach, right? Bleach has these transcendent people to where you can't sense them because like they're just like so much weaker. They have like weaker variants, right? So I'm saying in this scenario, we see that Tanjiro when he does reach the selfless state, he's I'll send you the skin. I'm getting it, but I'm gonna finish what I said. We see with Tanjiro when he actually does reach the selfless state and he sees everything around him. He starts to realize that like Akaza just has a variant, like a weaker variant of the selfless state. He's still tapping into it.
Okay, so first, like you said, reaching the selfless state isn't a strength thing. It's really just you having emotions, like you controlling your emotions, or having no to your point where you have none. That's all it is. So I don't think that has anything to do with strength at all.
I don't see how it's mutually exclusive though. So like I don't.
You don't see how what?
I don't see how it's mutually exclusive. Like,
Jin, did you argue that there's a character in the series who after they reach a selfless state they get a statistical increase?
I mean, Tanjiro is a blatant example. Like he
that's an example.
He got it because of See Through World. I could send you that.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, like
he got an amp from See Through World, not Selfless State. Those are two different things. Selfless State is you having no emotion when attacking your character. See Through World is when you enter a world where you see your opponent's body that's transparent and you can see their muscle contractions and stuff. Like two completely different things.
Right. Let me get the scan where they fight Akaza. What chapter does it start? I think it's like in the 160s, right?
Mm-hmm. Hello, can you send me the scan of them being the same thing? Because I know that they are. Still have the scan on hand.
Sure, buddy.
For sure, because it says it.
Let's see. Gyu versus Akaza chapter. 6 please. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 156. Okay. Flip it off. Go to 57. That where Tanjiro comes? Okay.
If do you glaze men for a living? Please don't say that word.
That's where his head gets cut off. Alright. Right here. Okay.
I'll just send you a scan disproving what you just said. They're the same thing. If one,
Looking scan.
Whichever one claimed it to be. What is it supposed to prove?
Yeah, so this is when Tanjiro when he reached the like this state when he's fighting Akaza, and like because he reached the state, he sees like the deviants and like the weaker variants of it. And he goes like fighting spirits like the first step, match the second, compass, third, all this stuff.
Just because you take notes of Akaza's abilities doesn't mean that's how you reach the selfless state. Because like we even see and just because he takes notes of Akaza's move doesn't mean that he's saying that's how you reach the selfless state.
I'm not saying that he's taking notes of Akaza's movements, or I'm saying that he's listing things that require you to reach this state.
That's what's. Oh my goodness. I'm putting that within question. I'm saying not necessarily.
Oh, okay, bro. Even this is the skin. This is like literally the first chapter where he tapped into it, and he says he sees all of it. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my, no, that's not the case. I sent you the when he first unlocked See Through World. He literally see him say Akaza still sensing his fighting spirit. Saying those two things are different.
That skin happens after the skin.
No, it doesn't. It happens when he first uses the transparent world. You can literally see Tanjiro confused. I'm like, what is this world?
Okay, no, I'm looking at the one that Tyrell sent. My fault. I wanted to say what the hell. What was that skin for, Tyrell? What the hell?
Tywin sent it, so I sent it.
What was that skin for, Tywin?
That was yeah, that was all Tyrell. I asked Tyrell.
Bro, you gotta can see. Okay, so in your shit, right? What does that say? 152, right? I'm gonna screenshot where I got my thing from. And look, watch this shit. Ready? Watch this. Nice concession, bro.
I'm using the Viz translation.
Yeah, nice concession. Look at that's Mangasi. Mangasi uses Viz. Nice concession. 150 happens after, like I said. Okay.
That fighting spirit, magnet compass, possible domain of supremacy. I see it all. What did just because he's analyzing the fight, he's thinking about everything that happened within the fight.
Your previous contention doesn't work no more because you were trying to say it didn't happen after, but I'm saying it happened after. So now you can't use that as a counter no more. Nice concession.
But this happened. You said this happened after what?
I'm saying that the skin you posted, right, happens after what Tanjiro, like the things I posted, what Tanjiro says, right? So what I think is, Tanjiro is saying you need all of this to reach this level of strength, so that's requirement. And what I'm saying is like a thing in Bleach, right? Bleach, how there's transcendent type of fighters where you can't sense them at all. And because Tanjiro has reached this transcendent state, Akaza can't sense him, and he's so much stronger.
That's begging the question. Yeah, that analogy begs the question. But anyways, I'm not done.
We see Tanjiro get better.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, I just interpret it as all of the I just interpret it as him analyzing the fight. Doesn't necessarily mean that all of these things gave him the see through selfless state.
I mean that's not true. Like, but it was whatever, bro.
Okay, you can think that, but go ahead.
But yeah, like I said, we see Tanjiro gets better feats. Like we literally see like, and you can even go read 150 himself. Like he's not talking about Akaza's moveset. He is thinking to himself, like what the hell is this thing that Akaza's talking about? He taps into it, and then the next chapter, get a flashback. It has nothing to do with Akaza. It's about like Tanjiro and fucking everything he's been through, his whole family lineage, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is not anything to do with Akaza.
I don't think this is relevant. You want to move on?
Okay. I'm just gonna point this out. So after the flashback, the first thing that's stated about Tanjiro is this right here. This happens in 151. So this is literally referring to transparent world. And I can screenshot it again for you. Like this is all transparent world, bro. Like think about it. Transparent world lets you see stuff. Tanjiro can now see this stuff. Like, why is it Akaza? Like, what the hell?
You can see through. You can see Akaza's muscles. I never denied that.
Okay.
Chatting.
No. I'm saying this right. Transparent world lets you see things, correct?
It lets you see their muscles.
Okay. When Tanjiro says, "I can see it," and he starts listing out fighting spirit, magnet, compass, sense, malevolence, all this shit, right? Do you really think he is literally saying, what can we call it?
He said that at 150, not 151.
Oh my god! My point is that's him tapping into the transparent stealth state, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's no evidence to prove that is more likely.
Okay. I literally broke down simple terms. Transparent world lets you see these extra particular things, and in the scan of 150, he starts to see these extra particular things.
My goodness, the only things that is confirmed that it can see is muscles.
I think the argument confirms otherwise, but we can move on.
Yeah, so your argument's not probable at all. What other argument do you have?
Definitely not. But okay. You can go on, Town. Like I think I've proven enough for like.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just go ahead. Kanao skills over Doma performs better against Doma.
How does she? Number one, how does she scale over Doma if she got perception blitz?
Show me her getting perception blitz.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Alright, so
Why did it get sobbed
here's
up?
this game. We see Doma in the panel right there standing on the bridge. We see whoosh, and then we see propulsion marks off the ground, and Kanao states he disappeared, meaning he left her perception. She was just looking right at him. So he perception boosted her.
Can you what chapter is this?
What chapter is this? What chapter is the Doma fight? It's like around one. It's like around 150, 160. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 160.
Check 156 to 158. Shinobu dies in chapter 142.
Yeah, sure, 157.
Yeah, I'm about to really shit on that fucking fight spirit argument in a minute, bro. It's gonna be so bad.
Wait, so y'all doing a triple threat battle?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, hold on, I got the perfect image for this moment right here. Let me find it.
Dan, we're not even saying nothing. It's basically 1v1.
Alright, I'll say this. I'll say this, WhyFun. I'll say this.
Wait, Tom, before you say anything, check general. I had to
No,
post this.
bro.
I'm gonna say Jin might be Yuta. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm definitely. You know what? Real strong. I'm real.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Jin has Rika too. So I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know who Rika is,
but regardless, WhyFun. What's it called? Yeah, I don't think she gets perception blister. She could just be caught off guard by it.
He said she could just be caught off guard.
Yeah. So, for example,
oh my god, being caught off guard doesn't slow down your perception. I don't care.
Yeah, but to an extent, it wouldn't slow down your perception, but you'd have a much harder time. You'd have a much harder time tracking someone. So, if you don't expect someone to move at a certain, okay, I'm explaining. If you don't expect someone to move at a certain level of speed, when they move at that level of speed, you will be dealing with something perception-wise that is unexpected to you, right? So that's why you'd have a much difficult time tracking their movements.
You're just saying basically because you're off guard, then you can't do it, which is just begging the question.
That's not begging the question.
Why does being off guard be quiet, Tom, when I'm not done? I'm saying why does being off guard mean that your perception speed slows down, you have a harder time tracking it? You said basically because you're not expecting it. Because that's what being off guard is. It's not expecting an attack that moves at that speed. That's literally what being off guard is. So that's just question begging.
So where's the disagreement?
Then I'll just dismiss your claim.
Hold on. I don't know why you keep saying question begging to every claim me and Jin make, but dude, okay. I'm saying that because they are off guard, thus they are unable to track. Because in order to track, you have to move your perception in accordance to their movement, which is more difficult to do because of what we've established for the definition of off guard. It's not circular.
That doesn't mean that it's, oh my goodness, Tanwin. That doesn't mean that it's more difficult to do just because you're off guard. Why?
What the heck? I just told you why.
You said because you're not expecting it. Was just saying because you're off guard.
That's not why I said. I said because you have to track someone, right? You can't track someone properly if they just do things that are unexpected to you, unconventional.
That's what's in question. We can move on.
What? I'll give an example.
Yo, look, all I'm saying, yo, what this say? Yo, what that say?
But regardless, WhyFun. I'll give you an analogy and then we can move on, bro. Okay, it's like me saying that if I'm gonna like solve, let's say, a math problem, right? If I'm gonna work on a math problem and then just for that specific function or just that specific like math problem, the formula is different from what it would be conventionally, right? So I have a much harder time now comprehending this problem because something unexpected or an unexpected factor is in play. that unexpected factor here being Doma's speed.
You can say you have. Oh my goodness, I don't think that's analogous to situation, so we could just move on.
Sure, we can move on. I don't do it analog.
Okay. Hey.
That's it for me. Like my feeling, just I mean, Kanao over Doma. Kanao's over Doma. He can like react like really close to off guard.
Let me talk about this battle spirit thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. So here's the little like KNY data book. It's literally saying that fighting spirit just equals to your full strength right there. Like,
wait, you bring up a statement where it says it?
Yeah.
I don't care. It's just contradicted. I already explained to you why. We can move on.
Well, if that's the case, well, like you're just wrong.
I can state something if it's shown to be wrong. Over the statement.
But yeah, I'm gonna post this right here. Here's a Kaza literally saying that Rengoku is shit to his face. Look at this. So like it's like this, bruh. It's like this. Like
you said, you're wasting your time with a weakling. Let's talk about Tundra.
No, bro. Like look at the bottom part.
Says you need all your strength for me. That doesn't matter. Him trash talking doesn't matter if we see them clash on multiple occasions.
He said that Rengoku is strong. He praised his strength. My point is, he sees Rengoku's full strength by looking at him. He's like, okay, you're pretty strong, but guess what? You still need all your strength on me from the fight. Because if you're not focusing all on me, guess what happens? That bro's going to get his ass beat. Right? So it's a death match.
That's just, oh my goodness, that's just shit talking. Question begging. Can move on.
That's not shit talking. The weakling. Like, well, he respects Rengoku. He said that's his whole character.
I can respect someone in shit talk, then that doesn't change anything.
Not his character. It's not Minkasa's character.
That's WhyFun. How is he shit talking if he's giving respect to the character as well? Those things are mutually exclusive.
No, they're not. I could say, for example, oh my goodness. Say, for example, I can say you're really good at the game, but you're playing shit right now. That's me respecting you.
Okay, again, that's not analogous. You make a general statement.
You said that's not analogous? What? It doesn't, oh my goodness. First of all, Tanwin doesn't have to be analogous because you're saying that those things are mutually exclusive when I showed you how you can be respecting someone and shit talking at the same time. So either way, it would just defeat what you just said. I really don't care. So, in this situation, that's all I interpreted as. I'll move on.
Then you interpreted it wrong. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. All he's saying is that Rengoku.
You can say it's the wrong way, but there's no evidence of that. We can move on.
I mean, he says earlier that he only despises weaklings, and his whole character is about shit talking the weak. He only respects the strong people. He praises them. He's like, "Oh, you're strong. Become a demon. I don't want you to lose your strengths. Like you're pretty good, right?" So when he says you need all your strength, he is not saying like Rengoku's weak. He's just saying that Rengoku can't beat him any other way. Like he's actually literally just saying that he's above Rengoku.
Yeah, like I said again, shit talking. We literally just see contradiction. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna get into why.
Any other arguments? Because I don't think you proved anything.
Yeah, so Inosuke's called Doma, bro. Like I'm gonna get that for you, bro.
Inosuke got perception blitz, so that
can't. Perception blitz. You actually can't prove that. I'm not gonna cap with you, bro.
I can. I got you. Hold on.
You got it. Are you gonna pull up the scene where his mascot grabbed?
Yeah.
And you know what a blink is?
You said I know what a blink is?
Yeah, like when someone blinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it doesn't matter though. If I scale to you or if I scale above you, if I'm far away from you and you blink, you should still be able to react to me.
No, it does matter because
since you're standing still and I have to travel a way further distance.
Listen, not only are they not fighting, right? So Inosuke at this time is not in it's already in like a talking moveset. Like he's literally hyper as fuck. He's like, "Oh, I'm him. I'm Inosuke." Raw, like he does when he. So he's not focused on doing it fully, right? He's just fucking praising himself, right? So
it doesn't matter. Inosuke's senses are just stated to be like the best senses. Like he dodges things without even trying. That's just his character.
But that's only when he's focusing.
So he wouldn't be off guard. He would be expecting someone to do something.
No, but he's definitely focusing.
And you can't prove that he blinks, so I really don't care.
I mean, does a human not blink? I'll actually get you the scan right here that proves demons are specifically the ones who can't blink, right? So humans blink.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. if Inosuke's blinking, right, on top of the fact that he is also
Jin, be quiet. Just because that's just an argument for possibility. You're saying because he can blink, then that means he is blinking here. I'm saying that you can say it's possible, but I'm saying there's no evidence you can say that is definitively the case. And either way, that doesn't matter. If we go with the scenario that he was blinking, because he should still be able to react, so we can move on.
Possibility. So
You're not defeating anything.
My point is that we know that these humans do blink, right? That's for one. Secondly, we know that Inosuke wasn't even in the fighting mood at that time. He was overhyping himself. He wasn't even focused on Doma. He was like, "Oh, I'm him, Raw." He's being a spurred. So he's being a spurred. Plus, he's blinking. Doma just took advantage of him just not paying attention and stole his mask.
There's no way to prove that. But
I have no way to prove Inosuke blinks. He's a human. Like instead of demons blink.
Yeah, he blinked in that instant. That's all I said. We can move on.
Humans need to blink. Doma also took this. What's not Doma? Inosuke was also just really not focused. He was hyping himself up. That bro was off guard as fuck.
I already told you why that doesn't. I already told you why Inosuke's senses just make him dodge.
Yeah, I told you it's always when he's fighting. Like you go ahead and show me.
It's more probable that he would just be like.
Yeah, show me Inosuke's sense feet when he's not fighting.
Huh?
Show me Inosuke's sense feet when he's not fighting.
He's not fighting just because he's fighting, and then his senses are great doesn't matter. My whole point about be quiet. My whole point about Inosuke's senses is he doesn't have to be aware of the danger. His senses just kick in and he dodge.
Prove that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I went to when he's not fighting.
What chapter is the Doma fight?
When he's not fighting, by the way. I think that's what I care about.
It should be like 160.
Let me get the scam, bruh. These niggas don't blink, bruh.
Oh no, I'm gonna help our wife on, bruh, because that is kind of over.
And go ahead. I can let you show you Doma blinking. So you saying that demons can't blink is contradicted. But anyways,
no. I stated that they don't need to. Doma just does it because he's like trying to. You know who Doma's
they don't blink, but sure.
I know. They don't need to. It's stated that Doma only does it because he's trying to replicate emotions. Like his whole point is that Doma can't feel emotion, so he's trying to like be happy and all this shit to make it look like he can. I'm not trying to get to narrative argument. If you want to go to narrative argument, you can. Like, so if you can read the series or not.
Then do you have the statement?
I did read the series, and after this, I just have one argument, and then we can just.
Do either of you have the statement where it says that Doma was playing around?
I can grab it for you. It's when he was poisoned. It's like one.
Yeah, I know the statement. Yeah, he says that right before summoning like 3 things equal to himself. Like if that's what he's talking about, then that's an ass scan. Actually, so garbage. Yeah, like all that means is him by playing around is, if he doesn't use things equal to himself, he's playing around. Like that's so dumb. Actually, so ass.
That's not what he was. He says if I don't stop playing around with them, then
and that's what he does after. He summons 3 ice things, which are stated to be equal to himself. It's
to fight them instead of him having to stay there.
Exactly. So playing around in context is him summoning more things equal to himself. So he's not
necessarily all right. Be quiet. Okay. I'm not done.
Okay.
Not necessarily. That's my whole point. My point is it will be more probable because we see him go from going relative to these characters and perception blitzing them.
He goes
I would have to get past the other argument first. So I'll just show you the his senses.
Yeah, I'll show you them being relative to the ice things equal to Doma.
They use techniques equal to Doma. The ice clones themselves are
equal to Doma. Equal to Doma. Okay, thank you.
No, they're not. The techniques are equal. Sure.
Doma says on himself. So
he says their techniques that have equal strength. That doesn't mean that the ice clones themselves have equal durability.
Prove that don't have equal durability. Prove that.
All he says is they use techniques on the same level as him. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have higher speed or durability.
No.
They can't prove that they do.
They have higher speed or durability. I think everything
can't say that they have the same or higher speed or durability. So that really doesn't matter.
He says equal. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like,
bro. He says they can use techniques equal to
exactly.
him.
So they had speed, AP, blood techniques, all that.
I already told you why that's not the case within context.
So
you're ignoring the context of what he said. Like,
he says so you're stupid, bro. He says so you're stupid. Oh yeah. Okay. So Here you go. Nothing really matter. But yeah, there you go. I'll get the crystal things.
Not gonna lie, this does look like a perception booth.
Are you talking about for Inosuke?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think someone literally praising themselves, not focusing on the fight, but then also they blink every few seconds to perception bullets, you got it, bro.
I mean,
You
do you
got
think? Do you mean like? What do you mean blink and like people blink?
Okay,
What about it?
blinks. When you blink, right? That's a
Yeah.
split second to where you will not see something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when people, if they're always shown relative beforehand, right? When they are actually trying to fight, and then Inosuke here is not trying to fight.
I think that's just him holding back the guy.
And then that blink is a split second to where Doma can also whatchamacallit, also take advantage of Inosuke. Not only is his eyes closed, so he can take advantage of that, but then Inosuke is also just more focused on praising himself than fighting. Like it kind of looks like he's off guard, like he's not really focused on the fight like that.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna say this. Inosuke's still like looking directly at Doma, and if you think that before he could like complete blinking, Doma was able to snatch it from him, you'd agree like blinking speeds over your physical speed, no?
I wouldn't even say this in this context.
That would just be a speed blitz. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know about that. Like we're just forgetting other contexts, bro.
Like, I mean, do you think like Inosuke's an ability where his physicals like outweigh or outspeed his blinking?
No, I just don't think he was focused on fighting that time. They both had the mutually like respect of talking. Like,
but look. Anyways, I sent the other thing where it wouldn't matter because Inosuke knew not to breathe in the cold air from Doma's techniques. Like without he just didn't breathe in the cold air of his techniques without even knowing that it was because it's his first time encountering Doma. He doesn't know.
Kane said it. Like he said it.
No, this was when he first busted in. She says it after.
I can get the statement if what you're talking about. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, the scan I sent was from 158, and when she says it's from 159.
Bro, the scan you sent isn't his technique. That's his like slashes. What are you talking about? That's when he first appeared.
Slashes, yeah. Be quiet. I'm not done. He's swinging away Doma's blood demon art.
Those are okay. Those do slash damage. They aren't like fucking the cold breath thing.
Oh my goodness. Does ice not let off cold air?
Oh my god. Those are not his ice.
Does ice not let off cold air? Jin?
Okay. Those are not Doma's ice. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, those aren't ice. So if I should send you a panel of him calling them ice lotuses, those aren't ice. If his whole blood demon art is he has control over ice, how can he use anything else? Explain that to me.
All I'm saying, those weren't the ice that those freeze you, bro. That's all I'm saying.
It's ice that gives off cold air. His whole technique that freezes your lungs is the cold air. So I'm just saying it would be.
He used to cut you, boy. He used to cut you. Also, that's also him during the fight. I want him being off guard, like not ready to fight. No matter.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter because if he's focused, right? Because you're trying to imply it's a passability. I'm asking you to prove it's passive.
Yeah, I said he's not aware of this danger, yet he still dodges it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So it raises the probability of my claim.
My point is that if he's trying to fight, right?
So him fighting or not fighting doesn't matter.
It does matter because you're trying to say it's passive. I'm disagreeing with that. I want you to prove that. So I want you to provide a scene to where he's not trying to fight anybody. He's just like sleeping or something, or he's just like talking to like Tanwin.
I already told you why that doesn't matter. We can move on.
It does matter because if he's in the fight, he has all his abilities activated.
We can move
So
on.
I do think it matters. If you don't show it being passive, you cannot prove this point.
I've already proved it being
The
passive.
passive doesn't even matter that much.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
many
matter.
wait, look at that. They don't
So,
freeze.
are you done scaling, Jen?
Here, I'll send whatchamacallit. Yeah,
My
so you
goodness.
already know you already know he goes relative to him
He
before.
goes relative number 4, but I think that was a holding back Doma, and my
Yeah, I
reasoning
don't
for
think he's
that is
holding back.
predicated off the last point. So if my last point goes through, then I'll just say this Doma's holding back.
Yeah, I don't think he's holding back. Like I'll show you.
Oh my goodness, I agree they're relative, but whether he was holding back or not is dependent on the last point. So
I
you
don't
want to
think it's
move on?
dependent. I don't think it's dependent. Like
Yes,
whatever, bro.
because oh my goodness, if I win the last point that Doma was not what's it called? That Doma perception blitzed him. The only the only logical conclusion we could come to is that he was holding back.
No, or
Unless
right,
you're saying that good.
Or like makes more sense. Like throws off guard.
That what?
Throws off guard. And he shows feet.
Oh my goodness! That presupposes that you won the last point. I'm saying presupposing that I won the last point, it would just be an induction. But if I didn't win the last point, then I would lose this argument too. We want to move
Okay,
on.
so I just want to keep in mind, right? I have him going relative to Doma and relative things equal to Doma.
You have him going relative to Doma, where it's in question whether he was holding back.
And things equal to Doma later on. Stated.
No, using techniques equal to Doma.
Okay, which would apply his speed, AP, and everything else. Like what the fuck?
I already told you that's not the case. You have to prove
You can't
that.
prove that. Prove that. Go ahead now. Prove that.
I said that's not necessarily the case. You can't prove
Yeah,
that.
prove that.
So
Prove
if
that.
you make a claim, right, that it is the case, and I make a claim and it's not the case,
Yes,
we both
and
have
I'm
equal
telling you,
evidence, so it's equal interpretation. We
if
can
he has
move
a
on.
technique, right?
Move on.
If he has a technique, like you're trying to say, what his storms arrows, right? And they travel a certain range and distance and speed, and Doma is literally saying, oh yeah, these things have techniques equal to mine. Guess what that means? That means
I just interpret it as not talking about speed. Like, say for example, if I were to shoot, be quiet. I'm not done. Like I say, for example, if I were to shoot a lightning storm at someone, if you can shoot one at the same amount of strength as mine, then I say your technique is equal to mine. It doesn't mean you have the same speed or durability.
I mean, I think it would be, because if your technique is all about speed, AP, all this shit, and he's saying, "Yep, technique equal to mine," that just means that it's equal in all categories.
His technique isn't all about speed and AP, so
His technique's all about speed, AP, ice, all that shit. Yes, it is.
prove that.
Prove that. So it has no speed, it has no AP, and it's not.
I never said it has no speed or AP. I didn't say. I just said that's not. Be quiet. I'm not done. I'm saying that's not what it's based off of. Just because my attack has speed doesn't mean it's based on speed. Because using that logic, every technique is based on speed.
I think it's based on everything it shows. It shows
Which,
AP,
if that's the case, then I disagree that what's it called? If that was the case, then your technique would be the same speed.
Why?
You said I said why?
What's your reasoning for it? Because I actually have a basis. Like we have what it's shown to do on screen and panel, and that's
my basis is logic. Like what?
That's
you
not
said
logic.
Your basis is what? What's your basis?
My basis is what he has in his arsenal and what it's shown to do. Right. So that's what's
in question. What's in his arsenal? What's shown to do?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
that would just be no basis.
So just to make sure,
we have the same basis then.
So just to make sure,
what's shown to do?
WhyFun, just to make sure we got this figured out. You are telling me what's in question is what is shown on panel. That's what you're telling me?
Oh my goodness. No, what's in question is what's shown on the panel, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
What?
What's in question is what is portrayed on the panel.
Yeah, what's portrayed on the panel, right? Which we can see is the techniques he used, dumbass. And the techniques he do have speed, obviously, have AP, obviously, and have ice function, obviously. If you disagree with
just because they have it doesn't mean that's the whole point of their technique.
It's
just a strength. We can move on.
Right.
Not reading anything.
Right. That's a troll ass answer.
Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can I get my skilling now?
Go ahead.
You should have said no.
Okay. Rengoku. Because I'll give one reason why I think, but Rengoku's a Hashira. He knows Kanao, and what's his name? Inosuke is not a Hashira, so he's stronger. Hashira are stronger than all the other ranks below.
Bro, you're a troll, bro.
I'll just say, hold on, Jinjin, I got this. Are they notified of the performances of Kanao and Inosuke?
Yeah, they should know how strong they are. They train them, so we can move on.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like they trained them, but I don't think that has to get.
Yeah, that just increases the probability. Then okay, we can move on.
No, it doesn't increase the probability. It's still a
Because if I train you, then it's most likely that I know how strong you are. Because I need to know how strong you are to train you, so we can move on.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But do you think that? Do you think that? Do you think that just because I'm training you at like your normal level, I have a gauge of your full power or your full potential, and not just like helping your base improve more?
Yeah, I think you have a gauge in your full power.
That's what's in question. Why? That's begging the question.
You asked me, do I think this? And I said, yeah, I think it. I'm not saying it is the case because I think it's the case. So that I'm just not begging the question. But anyways, if you want my reasoning for why I believe this to be the case, is because, like, say for example, if I'm training you and I don't know your full strength, I won't be able to train you to your full potential so you can become as strong as you are. If I don't know, like, your what's it called? Your limit of strength, then how would I know what missions to put you on? I think it just doesn't make any sense for like a tactical approach to say, oh yeah, I don't know how strong you are. You should just go fight this demon.
No. Okay. Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying you can have adequate gauge based off like general performances, right? So, for example, if I'm like, do you think whenever Usain Bolt's running, he's always running at max speed?
Huh?
Do you think whenever Usain Bolt's running, he's always running at max speed?
No.
Or when a boxer's sparring, do you think they're always like going at their full potential? I think you can still train someone without like having to go.
Sparring and boxing is different because sparring is when you just train your technique. They're trying to see how good your technique is, not how strong you are in general.
Yeah. Okay. How do you know they trained Kanao when it came to like how fast, what her speed is?
Because when you're a swordsman, you need to be fast enough. You need to be strong enough to do it.
I agree.
Just technique. You need technique. You need strength, and you need speed. We see this in the Hashira training.
Yeah, I agree. But okay, WhyFun. What I'm saying is, I agree. All of these factors matter, and all of these factors are trained. I'm asking why are any of these factors? Hold on. I'm asking why are any of these why is the speed and AP factor the one emphasized upon to the point where it's trained knowing its max potential, or why is it that the factor that's being improved upon its max potential? Or what? It could just be something
why is AP improved upon to max potential? I never said it was. I was saying we need to know this so we know how strong you are to send you out on missions. It just makes the most sense. We see this in Hashira training, how they train their speed AP so they can see how fast you are.
Yeah, the main thing is swordsmanship. Yeah,
like that.
That's what you said.
That doesn't know. There's no evidence of that. They literally train every aspect in the Hashira training. So like can't say that.
I'd agree. I don't think that justifies
they don't mainly train swordsmanship in Hashira training, so we can move on.
Are they not demon slayer? Do they not use their swords to kill people?
I never. Oh my god! Yeah, they do use their swords. Doesn't mean that's their main thing that they train in.
Okay. If that's the component that distinguishes them upon like everyone else, then that would be the factor that has the most emphasis on it, and that's the factor that's the most relevant.
No, not necessarily. I already told you that's not necessarily the case. Mine is more probable.
What? Okay. Here. Other than that, Himi Hashira doesn't even matter because they could just have like an improper gauge of Kanao. I think feats contradict that anyway.
Shinobu is a Hashira, bro. She can't cut off her head.
Oh, we can wrap this up. Send me the recording whenever you post it.
WhyFun, are you not gonna attack what Jin just said?
What did he say?
He said that Shinobu can't cut off a demon's head, but she's still qualified to be a Hashira.
She can poison them. That's why.
Okay. My point is that
they know her full strength. That supports my point.
Yeah, her full strength is not strong enough to cut off her Hashira's head. My point is that like strength and all this shit isn't the only factor. Like obviously, like you said before,
I never said strength is the only factor.
Let me finish. My point you brought up earlier. The skill, stamina, what else? Swordsmanship, like all this stuff is what factors, right? So, what's we call it? Inosuke and Kanao can have like speed, strength and all this stuff above Rengoku, but just lack when it comes to stamina and the other stuff. But he just has more overall abilities. But when it comes to like actual stats, like it's better. Like
you're saying it could have been the case.
No, I think it is for
If that were the case, then why were they Hashira? Because they don't gauge
why?
it
Because
just
they don't
off
have.
of
They
stamina.
don't. They're not.
I'm not done. They don't gauge it just off of stamina. Because Tengen, he's shown like really bad stamina, and he's still a Hashira.
Well, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm just going to still in that. What you call it? My point is that he's more qualified. He reaches at least like from what we know of, he reaches at least 4 categories, and they only have 2.
So
That's the same question, whether he reaches those 4 categories. So
Wait. So he doesn't. So he okay.
Whether he reaches those categories over Rengoku.
It stated that all the Hashira can at least use their breathing techniques for 24 hours straight, no problem. Okay, so he definitely
You talk
has.
about total concentration breathing. That's different than
Okay,
breathing styles.
that still takes
So
skill.
wait, I'm
That
not
still takes
done.
skill. Why does it matter?
Total concentration breathing and breathing styles are different. Breathing styles
That's
is
not
when
my
you do
point.
the actual physical movement.
That's not my point.
Total concentration breathing is just you breathing in air a
That's
certain
not
way.
my point. That's not my point. My
They're
point
two
is that
different things.
that's not my point. My point is that still showcases skill, which what Inosuke and her can't do, right? So that's one criteria, right? Obviously, he has some level of strength and speed above Shinobu, right?
There's no evidence of that. Like, oh my, we can move
You
on.
think
That's not.
he's stronger than Shinobu? You got it, bro. You got it.
No, I don't.
Okay, so he's weaker than the weakest Hashira. I got it. I got you.
Shinobu's not the weakest Hashira. That's not relevant.
You
We
said.
can move on.
Wait. Jin, who did you say who was weaker than who?
He said
No.
by his logic, where Goku's weaker than Shinobu, and Shinobu can cut off a demon's head, so he's weaker than our characters. That's fine. We can move on.
I didn't say that Rengoku's below Shinobu.
I said that claim, and you disagree with that. So I'm taking your disagreement. I'm saying
I
sure.
didn't.
Let's do on that.
I didn't agree. I didn't agree to that. That's not what I agreed to.
And okay, in the recording, I brought up him having like evidently him having more speed and AP than Shinobu. You disagree. So since you disagree, sure. Okay, that's fine. We can agree. We can agree on
That's not what I agreed to. I'm just telling you that's not what I agreed to. I'm clarifying now. So you can say that. But I don't agree to that being the case because there's no evidence. Just dismiss it. So anyways, yeah. Any other arguments? Any other arguments or not?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna parallel you with Aura, bruh.
So you're done arguing. Okay then. Swifty, just send me the
That's a real argument. You're gonna address
it.
And
was the immediate judge or was there no immediate judge?
We don't have an immediate judge anymore now.
Okay, then I'll let you know the judgment off for recording.
All right, bro.
That sounds like a concession, bro. I got an Aura. No one could parallel. No one can counter that shit. Let's go, dude. No cap.